3, 2, 1.
매번 같은 하루들 중에 너를 만날 때 가장 난 행복해.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, how are you today? I wish you all good and healthy. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Nisrina Fairuz Salsabila with student ID number 2006615 from class 2C elementary teacher. And this video assessment, I will read a narrative text that I made with the title Eat Core to fulfill my assessment in English lesson. So, enjoy your watching guys! Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Aleta. She lived with her father and mother in a village called Amria. This village is known for its fluent Latin language. Aleta is a beautiful and smart child. She also has a close friend named Brisia and Atala. They have been friends since they were little. One sunny day, Aleta's morning told Aleta to go buy bread. Aleta, do you want to help me to go buy bread? Aleta nodded and said, fine mom, I will go buy bread. Aleta also replied, if you are afraid, go with your older friends. Always be village and be careful. Aleta rushed out and went to buy bread alone. After she broke bread, she went back home. However, while on the road, the weather outside was initially sunny turned pitch black. Aleta was scared because she was traveling alone and the village was suddenly quiet and quiet. Suddenly, from the opposite direction came a very large whirlwind. Aleta also ran fast to avoid the wind. Also, the breath she was holding failed. As a result, she managed to avoid the wind. When he ran very far, Aleta did not realize that he was entering a tribal forest. He was lost and did not know the direction of the way home. Along the way, he was always crying and very scared, saying, where is my mother? I can go home. She always passed rock ball in the forest, looking to the right and left. Aleta kept walking to find a way out of the forest until the fell over and entered a very deep hole in the middle of the forest. Aleta fell very deeply. When Aleta fell into the hole for a very long time, she arrived at a very strange place. Aleta was unconscious and many severe wounds were found all over her body. Then came a woman who was beautiful and kind-hearted named Greta. She always looked confused by a woman who was badly injured and rushed to help Aleta to the tree house to give her a medical help. After a long time, Aleta finally regained consciousness and was confused by where she was now. Greta came to meet Aleta, who is already conscious. Aleta was scared and said, who are you? Where am I now? Greta replied, don't worry, take it easy. I won't hurt you. I found you in the Fadyaksa portal. Aleta was confused, asking again, what is the Fadyaksa portal? Greta replied, Fadyak portal is that connect the earth with the earth's core, and now you are in the core of the earth, my father's kingdom, the Mr. Kingdom. Aleta was surprised and said, what? You are the royal child? Can you tell me about your kingdom? So that I know about your royal information and get a guide to the way back to earth where I come. Greta replied, I will be happy to tell you. The sinister kingdom has stood for a long time in the core of the earth since my grandfather named has led. Now it's my father's turn to lead the sinister kingdom. My father is named the King of Tonda, and my mother is named Queen Penelope. She is gone, and myself named Greta. The sinister kingdom has a people named Sans. The Sans has a very keen heart and really respect my father. And I will perform some information to you, but surely you are very disappointed with what I said to you. The information is that anyone who has entered the Vediaksa portal. She will not able to return and remain in the core of the earth. With a sad face, Aleta said, "No, you are wrong. I can definitely find an answer to this problem, so that I can return to my village and meet my family again." Greta replied, "Don't be sad. I will take you around Nisrina and meet my father to discuss this matter. I hope my father can help you. But what's your name?" She talked for a long time. I forgot to ask, "Who are you?" Aleta replied, "I'm Aleta. Please help me. Get out of here, Greta. My father and mother must panic looking for me, who never come home." After that, Greta also invited Aleta to go around to work for Aleta, who was sad and first seemed a little happy because she came to a place that to work when Fred be seemed heaven to her because what was in sinister work are looking beautiful and not boring. On the other hand, the saints really respect Aleta rival and gave warm smile along the way for Aleta. Then the atmosphere on a route where Aleta lived, namely the village of Amria, looked different after the incident of the whirlwind. On the other hand, Aleta's mother is very panicked because his daughter does not come back home. Aleta's father and mother also go to residence of Aleta's friend house, namely Brisia and Atala. Maybe Aleta could be found there, but one avail. Aleta also could not be found. Aleta's mother and father were sad and crying about a long way. The girl was then carried off by Aleta's father and mother. They were also assisted by Aleta's good friend to make it easier to find Aleta. On the way to search for Aleta, Brisia also found a bird that had fallen straight into the forest. As a result, this bird is a sign of where Aleta is going. Suddenly, everyone gathered to look for Aleta into the forest by following the bird trail. In the sinister kingdom, Greta immediately invited Aleta to face her father, the king of Tonda. The king also looked confused by the strange figure of Aleta, and he had never met him. Suddenly, the king said, "What do you need, Greta, and you to face me?" Greta also explained, "My king, for her Aleta in the Vediaksa portal. I don't know why he's come, because in the core of the ether top score, but she wants to return to her original earth to meet her family, but called because the portal was closed." The king replied, "I will give you some information so that you, Aleta, can return to where you come from." Aleta answered, "How is the noble king of Tonda?" The king answered, "Go on to the northern area of the sinister kingdom, namely Moyan Empire. There is only one rare flower named Sarsi. This flower is believed to be able to reform the Vediaksa portal. But there is one monster who keeps the immortality of this, namely Cerberus monster. The monster in this area is known for being scary in that area. It is said that only the chosen people can preserve the monster to get Sarsi flowers off their hands. If you are successfully carry the flower colorfully before me, and I will give you the instruction to open the Vediaksa portal with the portal." Aleta nodded and duly expected the king offered to go to Monian Empire alone without bringing anything. She immediately resolved out the kingdom and headed north. Arriving at Monian Empire, Aleta was immediately confessed by the monster the king meant, namely Cerberus. "What do you need me to meet me? Surely you will ask me to give Sarsi flower to you?" "I already know you, girl," Aleta also replied. "Herr Cerberus, what do you want and tell me? If I can grant your request, give Sarsi flowers to me." Cerberus also answered, while handing a mysterious seed to Aleta. "Okay, poor girl, read this seed and tell me what in the seed. If you are right, I will give Sarsi flower with great respect to you." Aleta also accepted the request. The seed was filled and answered by Latin which Aleta was able to answer. With concision, Aleta read the content of the seed to Cerberus. "Cerberus, listen to me. You can live forever in the place where you come from, inferno of fire, if you really do something good, and you won't stand alone in Moyen Empire anymore. Aleta had read the answer sheet and Severus answered, "Is what you said true? Why can you read? Occupation sense is not supreme for not being able to read. If I have to do good, what should I do?" Aleta replied, "I'm Aleta. I'm a human being who come from the land of the village of Amaria. I'm not from Sand. You can do real good by giving the Sarsi flower to me." Then Severus gave the flower to Aleta in earnest, and suddenly a group of fairies came to Severus to raise him to life in inferno of fire. Finally, Aleta valiantly broke the flower of the king and sold all the Yvonne and Monian Empire to the entire workforce. Greta was very happy because Aleta came home safety and success in breathing on the flower. The king said, "Since you success in crying the flower, go to the Vadiaksa portal and keep the flower parallel to the portal. May a miracle appear to you." Then Aleta thanks the king and said goodbye to everyone, especially Greta. "Aleta, go carefully and don't forget me. I hope with a miracle that you can come back. And I will always miss you," said Greta. And Aleta also said, "Nice to meet you, and I will never forget this work and especially the kindness you give me." Aleta quickly went running toward the portal and followed the king's instruction carefully. And the portal was opened very beautifully. He was left to arch back to where she fell, and the whole sea saw now closed entirely. Aleta immediately came out of the forest where she fell and met her father, mother, and friend who were looking for her. Joy also radiates from everything, especially for Aleta's parents, because Aleta has been found. Aleta also promised not tell this story to anyone and always keep this memory in her memories. So that's the narrative text that I made. I hope everyone liked the story, and thank you very so much for your attention. Have a nice day and see you.